good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Cece and welcome to my world. Hi. So it's currently 10:57 in the night, but I'm too excited because tomorrow I'm going to get my barrels. Like, you don't know how long this has been. It's just been a struggle. But I'm finally getting them tomorrow. So I guess this is the best place to start the vlog. Waking up at 6 tomorrow, so I've got what, 7 hours sleep if I fall asleep in the next 2 minutes. Highly unlikely, but I've got 7 hours. Gonna wake up at 6, leave out for about 7, and I'm taking you guys with me. So I'm about to get some shut-eye and I will see you in the morning. Exciting! Barrel time! So I didn't end up leaving the house until after 8. I think it was just, I was tired and I just struggled to get up in the morning. So I just walked down to get a taxi. I was just getting a taxi from my area to the bus park, and then got a taxi from the bus park to Kingston, and then from Kingston we were able to get a lift to Kingston Wharf. There's one thing that I've realised living here. Their official, I guess, way of doing things is so long. So initially, once I arrived at the Kingston Wharf, I had to go into the JFS Customer Services building, and this was just to let them know I was there to collect the barrels and also pay for my barrels to be released to me. Now, from the customer services office, I then had to cross over to the official Kingston Wharf building, and I had to line up, give them my paperwork to say that, you know, I'm here to collect my barrels. They then took the papers from me, stapled extra papers to it, and sent me into a third line. Now, in this third line, I then had to pay a storage fee. Bear in mind, they took forever to contact me, but I had to pay a storage fee. And then once I paid that, I was then sent over to a fourth line to pay a customs fee. Once the customs fee was paid, I was then allowed to go and have a look at the barrels, check the barrels. They wanted to check it, so I had to take stuff out of the barrels for them to look through it, make sure I wasn't carrying anything illegal or dangerous. And from there, I was given a gate pass, which I was able to give to the driver of the van I was using, and then I had to wait another half an hour or so to be able to get the van in the, I guess, loading bay, get the barrels loaded onto the vehicle, and then we were allowed to leave. It was such a long process, and I personally believe that all of that could have been done at one station. I understand the difference between, obviously, when I arrived I had to pay JFS first, which is the company that I shipped with. I understand I have to pay them to release the barrels, but once I got over to the Kingston Wharf building, I believe that it could have been a lot smoother, a lot quicker, a lot easier, and the way that they processed everything and everybody, it was unnecessarily very, very long. I think all in all I was in the vicinity for about 5-6 hours, and honestly there weren't that many people there, and like I said, I just think it was unnecessary for the amount of time it took to get my barrels. But I have them now and we move.
Artlist.io.
Another thing that I wanted to make note of was that only people with a TRN, which is a tax registration number, are allowed to collect barrels. Now, I'm not sure if this is a newly put in procedure, so it probably would be useful to apply for a TRN before going to the offices to collect your barrels at all. They will turn you away if you do not have one or are not with someone who has a TRN that you can add as a name onto the collectee of the barrels. I will address this a little bit more in a little bit more detail once I do my next video, addressing all the cost fees of everything that I've had to pay out in order to get over here, as well as pay for my barrels and everything. It's morning time, the barrels here, it's time to unpack. Woo. Unfortunately, these bottles actually burst in the barrels. I was able to save some of the products, and because I've been drinking 5-litre bottles of water and had saved the bottles, I was able to pour the leftover liquids into these 5-litre bottles. So here I just have a bottle of bleach. There was like 4 bottles of bleach that had burst, and there were these 2 liquid detergents that burst as well. Again, I just poured what was left in the bottles into the water bottles that I had lying around, just washed them out and filled them up with the leftover liquids. Glad I saved these water bottles, because otherwise, I don't know, I would have had to find something else to pour the leftover liquids into. So all the liquid that had leaked into the bottom of the barrel, I managed to save that as well, because that's just a mixture of liquid detergent and bleach, and I'm just going to save that and just use that as floor cleaner. So that's it, guys. As I said in previous videos before, what I'm gonna do is record a video listing all the prices that I've paid, all the fees that I've paid, flight prices, travel prices, all of that, and I'm going to go into a lot more detail in my next video, just about how much everything costs and how I went and did citizenship and all the other options that there is available for people who are considering or looking into how to get to live in Jamaica, because really and truly, who wouldn't? So yeah, next video, stay tuned for that. So as always, I will be posting every Tuesday and every Friday of every week, and make sure you subscribe, because then as soon as I upload, you know, go onto YouTube, it'll be there waiting for you to watch. Yeah. But yeah, guys, look out for my next video, but until then, I will see you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah.